Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad. Dalton with a give here to Mixon.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, it's Bell. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down following the run. Now it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. No move to get the offense off the field here. Once on this drive on 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Hey, 4th and inches. Why let your quarterback try and sneak for it? Give it to the guy who's born to fight for those tough yards. It's a fullback dive, and he just makes sure he secures the football and then plows forward to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. here come the Bengals. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And an alley to run. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
To throw here, Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Hill. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll run here with Mixon. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now to the air, Dalton. And a grab by Croft. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Play action here with Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Green with a catch left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And James has it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Broken tackle. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they run with Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 65 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Dalton sets up play action. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Minter coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that is incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Dalton, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. On fourth down, off goes Dalton, and on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, for the field goal try. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And now out come the Steelers. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be... where someone was held. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Dalton, bootlegs out. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
This is Bell. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Morris. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Morris throwing on first down. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Morris. Off the bootleg. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Morris. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw. Morris over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Morris now on 1st and 10. Bryant with a catch right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Morris looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Morris on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Morris off the play fake. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw is Morris on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. In motion right is Brown. And the wideout in motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A first down throw coming for Dalton. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Brandon LaFell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Morris. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they do.
Good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 1, 9,
looking to throw. Morris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote.